All right, we're here.
Hey,
Hello,
friends.
everyone.
It's me, Cynthia.
And Azalea. And we're Green Girl Studios.
We didn't,
We didn't time that. We didn't plan it. It's okay.
So today, friends, we're going to be showing you some fun things, such as shrink film. I don't know if you guys know how to use shrink film, but that's what I have. I'm still learning this computer. Like, where do I look into? Right up here?
Right there. It's right there.
Okay, thank you, daughter. So, Colite. She says, hey, Cynthia and Azalea and everyone, happy, wonderful, magical Wednesday. Thanks, Colite.
It's the magic hour.
It's the magic hour. So, you know what? I just realized, I told Azalea, I said, we were watching Softflex's broadcast. And, we didn't plan ahead. We were like, oh, Sunday doesn't work, so Wednesday will work. And had I looked closely, I would have seen that Softflex is kind of wrapping up right now. So, thank you guys for showing. But I understand if you guys want to catch theirs and watch our replay, which is available on our Facebook, in our group, and on the page. So if you want to watch that replay. So today, Azalea and I have some offerings that we were digging around in my collection, and she would hold things up, and I would be like, no, not the
sunstones,
not the sunstones, not that.
No, I just held up a bowl and she said, my sunstone, and I just put it back.
Well, I'm not ready to let them go yet. But, I'm getting better at, having less attachment. I'm learning about attachment. I have to show you guys this. So I am always like this, either I'm from crafting or whatever. And when you get this stiffness in your forearm, they call that overuse. And my mom got overused so much that she had to get surgery and what is that in your arm that you get when you get that? I've forgotten the name of it.
Arthritis.
Well, but there's another thing when you overuse it. And a lot of people get it from their computer keyboards. So I ordered this thing called the gyro ball. And it's pretty cool because it gets you to do these exercises. So you have to put it on your wrist, the strap, and you charge it up. And there's no batteries in it. You just push it. So it's like a wind-up car. And
we should briefly ask how the audio is for everybody.
Oh, yeah. So how's the sound? Can you guys hear this thing going? And so you keep doing this and you follow the pattern. And it exercises your arm in such a way where it's kind of like physical therapy. And I've been using it. It just arrived today, so I've been playing with it all day long. And I had a crack, like this horrible feeling in my forearm all day for the last 3 days. And it's actually it's been healing since I did this.
Do you ever say, my precious? She do.
Yeah.
She do.
Sometimes
and then Colite said, here you find. Perfect. Good.
Oh.
The audio's working. Seems like we're not having as many problems as we had last time.
We don't have any problems this time. Well, it's also not storming, and Camo's not doing an update. So
yeah, they fixed their thing.
A lot of good things about this.
No delay, I don't think. We have to try this again. Make sure that it's still there. Make sure there's no delay.
Well, how will we know?
Well,
last time we knew because
we would see that nobody would be hearing us and seeing us in sync. But I just tested it a second ago, and my hand was moving, and it was lined up at the computer. So
perfect.
It should be good. All right. What are we doing today? We're doing shrink plastic.
Yeah, I think we should just get right in. What do you guys think? Just get on it.
I agree. All right.
Oh, hello, friend.
Hi,
it's our friend Bonnie.
All right, let's get this in play. Make sure everything's up. You guys see our awesome contraption here?
Yeah, this thing.
It's okay. We could get a better one, but it works for its purpose now.
We have, I have 7 of these. Always looking for the best. Oh, it's too zoomed.
It's actually, it was in vertical mode.
Oh.
So now here's this. We'll zoom it out a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be that close.
Zoom it out like this. Now, what? Okay. Sorry, guys. My arm's in the way. All right. That looks good. See? So there we go. We can position it right here. Remember, Mom, the camera is here.
Oh, yeah. So hello, Julie.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight.
I know it's on our weird time. We're not on the right time. But here, pass me this stuff. So yeah, the kids, they went to Ohio over the weekend and
Oh,
had a
guys,
good time.
how is our audio from here now with the phone? It should be good, but let us know if there's any crackling or any bad sound. It should be.
Oh, hello, Tracy. Hello, Kitty. Julie. All right, so this stuff comes in many, like I think three or four graphics. I thought it was called Shrinky Dink, but I guess it's not. I guess maybe, is there another kind? Let me see. Oh,
It's been Shrinky Dinks in the past.
All right, so there's the other brand.
You also got Poly Shrink and Shrink Film.
So you have all these different brands.
I figured you'd go with the gold one first.
Well, so it comes in, let's see. So this one is in, let me see what this is. Sometimes it's opaque, sometimes it is clear, and sometimes it is like translucent. So let me see, these colors, this is the metallic. So it looks like you get silver and gold. And this stuff, you can use a heat gun. Like in the picture, they have, like that looks like an embossing gun. But I have my little oven that's a convection oven, and that stuff gets blown around, but it works pretty well. So this pack, I think I got this on Amazon. This one comes with clear, translucent, white, and black. One of the kinds that I got had like an ivory color, and I don't see that here. So I'm going to use, my favorite is the Rough and Ready. I like it when it's already kind of sanded and not like slick, because it can be hard to draw on when it's slick. So the Rough and Ready kind of looks like this, like they sanded it. And on some of the shrinks, they have a direction on there that you take one side and you scuff it up so that you can draw on it easier. Most people make flat things, and if you've ever seen, Gail Crosman Moore has a group, I think they call it the Shrink Film Club. I joined it a long time ago, and it's a pretty fun little group. She posts a lot of cool things that she makes with it. I'm always impressed that it's shrink film. I've made shrink film, and I've put UV resin on top, so it gives it a completely different look. And I've used it in my book, Enchanted Adornments. Let me show you that project. So here's the book. This is from like, I don't know, remember when I made that a while ago. Oh, hello, Karen. Kalite. I like the Rough and Ready. I do. It's already ready to go. So that's a beginner project. This is considered beginner. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. So this is the ones I made. And I drew back on both sides in this. And here you can get a lot of detail. And it's pretty fun. It's easy to work with. It's a good project for kids. And Azalea has her stuff in a little train case, and it's been there like that for like 10 years. So one thing that I like to do is I have these heavy duty craft scissors I got from the Asian food store, and it works. They work on like everything. So I'm going to show you a fun thing here, because maybe I'll make earrings.
Oh, coming. I saw somebody made a bunch of, like they did a bunch of little leaves out of Shrinky Dink film, and they put them all together.
All right, this is called do you remember this tool, Azalea, your corner rounder?
Yes, I have 2 of those.
So this one, you just slide your piece in, and you can kind of see here. Try to get in there. Let me see, it looks kind of blurry. I'm going to wipe the screen real fast. Did you do this already? Did you wipe it?
I did, but it might.
Sorry. It looked kind of blurry. All right, I'm going to round these corners off. Okay, you got to line it up in there. Can you guys see that? It's lined up. And there you go. That's a little thing from Azalea's youth time that she would do to round off her corners on her shrinks. her little shrink foam charms that she used to make when she was little. She was actually the youngest artist, the featured artist in Bead and Button magazine. Do you remember that, little daughter?
Yes.
I think you were, 7 or something. I don't remember. Hey, which is the best hole size? So this is going to shrink about half. You get 2 on this. This is for eyelet setting. You can use a regular hole punch. I'm going to punch it right in the middle because I want this to be, let's see. Sometimes it can be hard to exactly see where that hole is going to go. That's not too bad. And they say that you can use alcohol inks, that you can use all different kinds of, boy, when you take that away, you can't even see it. I wonder if there's something I can use to kind of show
You
the
need
back.
a white piece of paper or something?
I don't know, because you can't even see it. I use Sharpies. Those are my game of choice. And these markers called Bic Markets. They are permanent, and they work really well. So I was kind of in the mood to do let's see. I'll show you. Maybe I can do it on this and you can see it a little bit better. What do you think? It still looks like you can't see it. You see what I'm talking about? It's like clear. Oh,
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
going to have to put it on like dark paper or something.
Oh, dark paper? Maybe I'll take one of these shrink things and use it.
Yeah, you could use the gold one, right?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I don't want a gold one. I want the black. Or just white. Let's see if the white works. Oh, that's better. All right, I'm going to try pink on this. Actually, I don't know if I like that shape. I thought I liked it, but
It's like your mandrake pendant.
yeah.
You can always narrow at the top to make it like that.
Yeah, so if you don't like a shape that you've made, it's easy to clip. It's kind of like, it reminds me of wet media acetate, if you've ever worked with that. Yeah, this is easy to manipulate. That's a better shape. And maybe I'll round off this. I kind of like more organic forms, as you guys probably have noticed about me. It was weird to be in the house by myself for like 4 or 5 days, but it was kind of fun too. I just cleaned the house and worked on my projects, and then my friend came and visited me, a surprise visit. She didn't even know that I was by myself, so it worked out. This is kind of like, I wonder if this would feel like Yupo paper, because it kind of has that same texture, but it's really shiny. I'm going to do, let me see, like petals, I think would be pretty. And if you've seen this with UV resin on it, it looks like a totally different material. It's pretty amazing. But it looks good even without resin on it. Now, I've had mistakes done on this, and I used rubbing alcohol on it to get kind of like a watercolor effect or to erase it. And if you do it soon enough, I think you can remove it if you don't like it. And I believe it can wipe off. If you use just plain markers, it can come right off. It can wash off. It's not supposed to, especially like after you shrink it, but I feel like I've seen some where it just wiped off. So you can test your markers to make sure that they work. I'm going to do a couple other colors. And then I'm going to get a measuring. Well, that color is just almost, that's very similar. Maybe I'll change it up with this green. Yeah, this one seems kind of meh. Like you can't even see it. Oh, this blue. Hey, can you give me that big measuring cup and the heat gun? because it's kind of fun to see, and you won't be able to see it if I do it in my little oven. But that will work. I wonder if I'm going to have to...
Measuring cup.
Okay, thank you. And then grab me the heat gun. Or that embossing gun. Whatever works. It doesn't take a lot of heat. Like, I think it only needs to get up to, like, I don't know, 300 maybe. It should say on the package what temperature you've got to heat it up to. But it's not super hot. All right. Looking cute. I'm just doing this one really fast so you can see it. And then we'll move on to another design. It's super satisfying
Those
to
are
watch
perfect for our demo because you can just do it so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And it will come out basically every time.
Well, there's ways to mess it up, though. All right, so this is a pretty deep. I'm going to back out for a second. Oh, hello, Robin. Okay, I'm going to put this down into the bottom of this. I turn this on. This is just an embossing gun or heat tool. Got it at Michael's or somewhere. I think it's Nicole brand. So here, I'm going to lift this up so you can, it's not like right at it. Oh, hello, Suzanne. I'm going to get it so I'm not in the blocking. And it usually takes a few minutes to heat up. I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to end up, sometimes you end up chasing it around the, oh, here, starting to go. Now, when it's in this stage, you can bend it around a mandrel or with your fingers if you have like a tool. And sometimes it's cool to get those weird shapes. Now, if you wanted it to have that bent shape, you could leave it, or you can keep flattening. I'm going to move it up. That heat gun's pretty hot, so you want to be careful. So when it's this stage, it's still pretty hot. You can see that it's kind of pliable. Let me move this so you can see a little better. It's a little bit more pliable. Oh, hey, Clem. I like this size better. I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the camo.
Can you help?
And I'm going to zoom it. It seems kind of fuzzy, Azalea. I'm not sure why.
Oh, zooming stuff in it kind of makes things fuzzy sometimes. That's just
Oh, did you put on that, what you call it?
This is on.
Does it seem too fuzzy to you?
Here, let's move everything out of the way.
Okay.
Let's move this out a little bit because sometimes moving it out will help.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oops.
Pretty show. Almost said a bad word. All right. There we go.
Now try it.
Sorry, I made it dark with my arm, y'all. All right, now when I put the light, it's all like a recipe. It's like a method, recipe. You got to you've got to do all the right things to make it look right on the camera. But sometimes, see, when you move the camera too close, it gets fuzzy.
I see.
So you have to kind of move it farther away and then zoom in so it can focus.
All right, so
that's so cute.
Yeah,
you did not flatten it with the cup like you usually do.
Now, if I were to flatten it, which I did not do here, but I wanted it to be kind of like organic. I did like that. So I think it looks cool. Oh, thank you, Robin. She says, I love that you always teach us different things. Thanks. I try hard. So you can see how that is now a durable, super lightweight piece of plastic. And this is not. Once it's in that shape, or once it's been cooked down, it's pretty hard. And you get two sides. You get a matte side and you get a shiny side. Now, you could put UV resin on there, and if you don't want it to be shiny, you could just put your finger in some cornstarch and make a matte or satin look. You see? All right, I'm going to show you another thing. So that's that. Where'd that? Do you have that alcohol anywhere? I was going to show them how to do a kind of a watercolor effect. I had it on my table. There's too many things on the table, as you guys can imagine. Oh, and there's a way to make a ring. What happened to the rest of it? Oh, here it is. I'll get that ready. I'll probably never use this white one. It's so blindingly white. Oh, Robin. So there's different kinds of shrink film. This one is the poly shrink, and it's the, let's see, my favorite. So there's a couple different brands. These are my two favorite brands, but this one's the Rough and Ready. It's already what you call it. So this is another type. See, you can see there's like slight differences. We'll try this one next. But you can make rings with it, but you have to have a mandrel ready. So if you could get a mandrel for me, Azalea, I'll show them how to make a ring. Now with the ring, you need a mandrel like ready to go because it will shrink and it happens fast. All right, what color should I make this? Should be one over here.
There's no one over there.
Oh, well, it's just something that I can wrap it around. It doesn't have to be you know what? I have like 7 ring mandrels.
It'd be best if we could find the middle one.
And you know how it is when you have a lot of something. You never find it again. So I think that this size. Oh, you used an oven. Kim says, I made these in our kids' jewelry making camp this summer, but I had 13 kids, so we used an oven. Oh, yeah, well, I would think that that's a good idea. I have one, but I wanted to show how to do it on the TV, or not, you know what I mean. And if I had it in that little oven, it has a little, what do you call it? It's a convection oven. So it blows the hot air around. All right, I'm going to make a kind of a fan shape. This is going to be kind of like a peony petal or something. Oh, I was going to show you a ring. Oh, since I already cut this out, I'm going to just go ahead and finish this. Then I'll show you the ring. I tell you, sometimes I get an idea and in mid-sentence, I'm changing my mind. I think this would be a pretty flower shape. And I'm not going to flatten this one either. Now, you can cut holes in it or burn holes, and those are kind of interesting. So again, this is the other brand, Poly Shrink. I'm gonna make the hole. Let me see, where'd that one go? And I can see. So you can see that this one, once it's fired, it made like, I don't know, a 2 millimeter hole. So I like that size. It doesn't need to be a giant hole unless you're making leather. All right, so we're going to make a ring too. I'm going to use this ring mandrel to wrap it when it's still hot. But since I already started this, I'm going to just go ahead and show you. So I line it up like that, and I was kind of off center. But it looks pretty good. And I'm going to do a little bit on this side, and I'll show how you can use both sides of the material to get a neat look. Okay, this one is too dry. I guess I'm in a pink mood.
I am always in a pink mood.
Yeah, me too. It seems like it's like a favorite lately. And by lately, I mean forever. Yeah, I wonder. So I can kind of rub it and blend it a tiny bit while it's still in the wet stage. Now, I tried alcohol inks, and I don't know about y'all, but my alcohol inks just rubbed off. So, unless you're going to coat it with something else, I don't think that that's as good as Sharpies. Sharpies have not come out. Now, I've seen people say, "Oh, you can use colored pencils with it." And again, my experience was that it just wiped off. Now, if you were to spray them afterward, I think it would stick. Like if you hit it with a poly, like a poly, poly spray, polyurethane. I was going to get there eventually. Sometimes when I'm like actively making something, I feel like my mouth is on autopilot.
Same.
So, oh, Bonnie says, have you seen the Barbie movie yet? Not yet. It's on my things that I do want to see. I've been seeing the reviews for it, though, and they look really positive. Let's flip this over. This seems like it doesn't really have a shiny side, which is kind of cool, which I like, because then you can use both. You can use both. And it kind of reminds me of Yupo paper. I'm wondering if I could use it just like Yupo paper. Yupo is a brand by Stonehenge, or maybe it's Legion. I think it's Legion. And you can get it at most craft stores, and it's a plastic. It's like this. And it comes in different thicknesses and opacities. And you use it with watercolor and alcohol inks. And it gives you this kind of mysterious, sort of foggy, hazy look. It's pretty cool stuff. I've done many graphite drawings with it because you can use it with a stump, which is like a drawing tool, and it works pretty well. It's a very specific type of drawing, though, because you're not using the same kind of drawing techniques that you would on black paper. Or like solid paper. I don't know why I said black, not black, but opaque paper. So I maybe have a little edge of something here. Maybe. We'll see what happens. It's a little experiment. And I would put this, when you have a bunch of them, they would make really cool earrings. You can make little wings. I made wing earrings for Azalea 1 year. That was pretty fun. Yeah, so let's see how it looks on the other side. So you get kind of a 3D effect. I'm going to hope that when I cook it, let's see about this color. This might be pretty. Might be weird. We'll see how it looks. I don't know if I love that. Maybe I'll do it up in here. So the benefit of using both sides is, see how it resists there on the part that was already painted or colored pink. If you flip it, then it won't interfere with it, and you can get a nice, rich put down of color, or lay down of color. See, this side it kind of resisted slightly and kind of come up with the alcohol kind of refreshing the ink again. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now let's see what it looks like when it's cooked. Yeah, it's kind of like a jellyfish for sure. Move all this stuff out of the way. All right, prepare yourselves. Here comes the heat gun or embossing gun. Here you go. And hopefully it makes a neat shape when it cooks. Yeah. It's easy to burn them too. If you put your oven too hot, you can easily burn them or melt them. There are many times when I've melted these. And it's kind of neat if you know what you're doing and you melted on purpose. It's kind of fun. Okay, I'm going to try and flip that and that somewhere else. That one went really small. All right, when it's in this stage, you can kind of bend it if you want, but you only have like seconds to bend it. And so this one didn't come out as good as this one, I think. It came out more opaque than I was hoping. You see? So this one, I would say, if you want to keep it like more white, then this is the type. Like if you're going to draw on one side, you don't get as much of the other. It's like two. You can easily work on both sides of the material, but it's not as translucent as this one. This is way more translucent, but it has that shiny side. So if you don't like the shiny side, then that's not great. So I think I'm going to try to make the ring with that gold because I think that's like a perfect use for it. Now, I don't know if it will actually do, like, I've made the rings in the past, but I never did get them where they were perfectly, exactly round because I was never fast enough. We'll see if this shrink film can get that. All right. So I'm going to cut a ring shape. You know, what'd be neat is since this is such a cool, like, since you're shrinking it anyway, it might be neat to do holes, but that might interfere with the sturdiness of it. So I'm not sure how long to make this, what finger I'm going to use. So I'm going to use a piece of string. Let me see, where's a piece of string? Oh, I don't have a piece of string, just handy. So here I have this thing of beads. I'll make it for my finger. I'm going to measure that out. And so, let's see. I'm just getting an estimate. And I'm going to add a little bit because it's not going to fit. I'm going to have to make it twice as long. So I'm going to add a little bit more. And that was a very scientific way I just did that. I know. So basically, I would say maybe use something else. It's not expensive, so it's fun to just play with it. If it isn't perfect, then, that's no big deal. It's not like this stuff. I think it's like $8 a pack. But you get a lot of little pieces out of it. I'm going to round it off so I don't have any sharp spots. Oh, Nancy says, "Hi, ladies, I'm late. What you doing? We're making things out of shrink film, Nancy." Oh, and Kalite says, "How about poking it with a skinny needle with random holes?" Yeah, that would be fun. You could make a lace pattern. I bet you know what you could do is take one of those like a soldering iron and make holes. So I have this. Let me move this out of the way. And back with the white. So it's a little bit translucent. And I think it feels shiny on both sides. Hopefully it doesn't resist. I've found that the shiny is kind of resistant to drawing on. So that's why they have the rough and ready. So then you can just immediately get to it. So you get this texture, which is very easy to draw on. All right, let's test if this will be easy to draw on. Move this out of the way. Yes, Shrinky Dinks. Exactly. Now it comes in all different kinds of colors and styles with the opaque and the clear and everything. I did get clear one time, and then all the stuff, it was like if you drop it on the floor, you're never going to find it. That's what I noticed about that. So what do you think I should draw on this, Azalea? Is it going to even work? Now, why did that happen?
You know, with that one, if the marker doesn't cut to it, you can always utilize that gold for just cutting shapes instead of drawing on it. You could make that if you're going to make it into a ring. You could cut it out, maybe trace over it with something else and make it like a crown.
It's a good idea.
For your finger.
I'm gonna try. Oh, I did not punch all the way through. I was gonna try making holes on it and see what that looked like. Let me see if I can do it again. What are the chances? Well, that wasn't perfect, but what do you do? I'm gonna do random holes and see what happens. Just an experiment. You know, I bet it would look neat with UV resin, especially that kind that jumps. You know, it's like a filling where you can have wings. You can just dip it. You could have that, and it would look like clique de jour. Maybe I'll make the sides like more wavy gravy. Let's see what happens. It's a fun craft. You know, we used to do this a lot when Azalea was a lot younger. And when she was earning money for different things that she wanted, it was a way she could get things. You know, I would say, oh, you can have that if you do. You'd have to sell them because she sold them at $2 a piece for her charms. And we'd take them to the bead shows. And people would be like, oh, I'm going to add to my collection of Azalea pieces. It was pretty cute. It was actually really cute. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, paint it after baking it. Bonnie says, we used to ask our butcher for the lids they used for packing to shrink. Oh, you know, a friend of mine was telling me about that. We experimented with a few of the lids, but I'm going to try this and see if it will go on it. I want to see a wider marker. Oh, so the big markers work on it. So I've got one here that's black. We'll do like a pattern of dots. Maybe it'll look good. Maybe it'll be like, I don't know what it'll look like. We're going to see. We're going to find out. Now, I know a gal that was making, she was at one of the craft shows that we did, and she had rings made out of shrink that she coated in a nice layer all the way around with epoxy. And I think they're really sturdy. I mean, she was selling them, so I assume, you know, you wouldn't sell them if they weren't really very sturdy. Way back in the 60s. Yeah, not all the plastics will work, unfortunately. I tried different ones. Some of them work, but you just have to test. I can't remember which kind to look for. All right, I have my ring mandrel ready. We'll see if it works. Maybe the punched out holes will not look great, but we'll see. Okay, I don't love the black, so let's go around with, I said I didn't love the black, Thornton. Why'd you do that side? So I'm going to try it again before, I'm going to reheat it, because I did it with the black on the outside. I was going to hide it on the inside since I didn't like the look of it. Okay. All right, let's see if I can do this. So hot. Ah, I broke it. All right, so that was not a win, and it broke right at the weak point here. So Coliti says, will it help to hold the piece with a stick while you're heating it so it doesn't move a lot? Yeah, I'm sure you could do that. We did use pliers at one point to hold them, but usually I just chase it around. So I think this would work if I hadn't put a hole right there. But, you know, you can imagine. Let's see what that looks like. I think this would be better as a charm. This one, I think, if it breaks that easily, it might be more fragile than the other types. So maybe this one would be better to use with, like, just as, like, flat pieces. And I bet you could use it with seed beads. As I'm looking at it, I'm like, it would be good. Let's see if this will work. I just got an idea for something. I'm going to see how it looks. And I'll do Kalite's trick. We'll pin it down. Maybe I'll use something so you don't have to chase it around the board. Now, I think that this would make a really cool earring piece. So I might trim it. Maybe I'll go this way with it. We'll see if I can make it even. I'll try and make them equal. No. Where'd that thing go? Maybe I'll do it with this. Kind of a cathedral shape. The bonus of using this is that it's really lightweight and it's not expensive. So that's pretty good, I think. As far as a craft, if you have like a lot of people coming over and you don't want to buy a bunch of polymer clay, because sometimes they can get expensive unless you get it on sale. All right, let's see. It's pretty close. All right. Where'd that hole punch? Here it is. Let me see about punching a nice hole in that. And I think I would like to do more holes on the bottom. Maybe like 3. Bonnie says, lately everything is expensive. I hear you. I feel that. We were just talking about that. It's like so many crap. Ah, look what I did. Shoot. All right, to salvage that, I'm just going to go like this. Boom. I was busy talking and I wasn't paying attention. Try to make those even. I wonder, let's try to punch them at the same time so then it's both the same. I cannot believe me right now. Is that what I just did? I did it twice.
So you broke it?
No, I didn't break it, but I just punched it and it was terrible.
Do me do one?
She's like, what, do you want me to do it for you? Maybe.
I used to be the ultimate master.
Azalea was the ultimate shrink plastic person. I just wanted to make these even. Okay. Get in there and do it properly, you. Okay. Ugh. Closer. Better. All right, well, you guys get this. Look how terrible that one is. Fortunately, these are just for demo, and we don't have to look at them.
We don't have to look at it too long.
We don't have to look at them too closely. Let's see here. Maybe I'll do some red to make it look like a jewel. I don't know. Does that look like a jewel to you? Azalea, you think jewel when you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Let me do one.
Azalea, no, I want to.
It's my turn.
Listen, I want to.
People are probably tired of watching you do that little pizza action. Let's make some. Let's make something that I know how to make.
All right.
I got an idea even.
Okay, let me just bake these. Let me just bake it and see what happens.
Ding-o.
It is like Swiss cheese. Let's see what happens.
Correct.
Wipe. Can I wipe that?
This is so crazy.
Right, you can do one. Give one. You can prep it.
I'm gonna do it right now.
I just wanted to see what would happen.
Okay.
All right, Swiss cheese. Here we go.
Swiss cheese.
Okay, we're gonna bake it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna take it to the limit. Hopefully they don't stick together at each other. Oh, I'm gonna be chasing them around. Hey, these things are going everywhere. I think if you stand back from it, then it's kind of pinned by the air. Now they have different stamps that you can use. Not stamps, like punches. And those punches are pretty fun. Like we used to get like rounds and hearts and all different shapes. Okay, so I'm gonna find something that I don't have to keep chasing this thing with. Like a knitting needle. Where's the knitting needle when I need it? And if you put this on a piece of cardboard in the oven, you don't have to chase them around with a heat gun. They just flatten in the oven. And they won't stick to the cardboard, so that's a good thing. And if you want them to be really flat, you have a little glass ready. Okay, that one seems like it flattened. Alright, it seems pretty flat. The other one seems really flat. Then just push them down. So then they're really little. Of course, that pizza side, as Azalea said, did not look great.
Let me see this.
Yeah, she's. Let me show you how it's done, Ma. Well, she is the expert with shrinks, so I mean that is the truth. Get rid of all of my failures and put those in the trash. Okay, so that makes a pretty neat little. That's a not bad metallic, but I bet if I put some resin on that, especially one that slightly domes, you would get kind of a magnified effect, and then you could attach like seed beads, and then no one would know that was Shrinky Dink. Oh, Carla says, will 2 layers stick together? Can you trap something in between? Yeah, we have done that before with on a clear baking dish, and that kind of worked, but it's kind of clumsy. Carla says, Sculpey had a good sale a few weeks ago. The Princess Pearl I used for some of my buttons is being discontinued. They had 9 bars left. I bought 8, leaving a bar for someone else. That's nice of you. I don't know that color.
What is it, the color that they said?
Princess Pearl.
Probably
Princess
white.
Pearl. Okay, let's see what you made, daughter.
Wait 1 second.
She's already has something that's pretty cute.
Show them this so far. I'm making little flower petals.
Okay, so this is her flower petal.
It's pink and orange.
Can I, are you done with the other ones?
Almost. I'm cutting them out. I can show you guys in a second. You just wouldn't want to see my hands all like gnarly up when I'm trying to
I've got a tool here. Let's see if this works.
We haven't even done the live sale yet. We're just showing off Shrinky Dinks.
I know.
But this is fun.
Hey, it is fun.
All right.
You guys don't mind, right?
I'm sure they don't.
Vicky says, oh no, I'm late. It's fine.
See, I made 3 of these. Shrink them.
All right, on it.
We can put all 3 on one jumper and see how they do.
Actually, you know what?
Let's do one at a time.
No. I have an idea. Let's try this.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Let's pin them. We'll pin them in place. Oh, my hand isn't blocking it. Get in there, you. I'm getting frustrated. Okay. Move over. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, just pin it like that. It doesn't have to be for the bowl behind.
Hey, if you kept them together, then they would make like, that was kind of fun, wasn't it?
They made flower petals all together.
Yay!
That's a good technique. Look how cute they are.
And if they were connected, that would be even more cute.
They are connected now.
they're connected.
They together, but I didn't color the other side. I didn't really think about that.
Oh
no,
they're not connected.
When they got pinned like that, this one got kind of mangled up and different.
All right, let's
But look how small they got. Look how cute the little jingle jingle action. That's so charming. Here, put this in the frame.
Oh, sorry. Now it looks like one of the brands shrinks a little smaller than the other one, I think. Doesn't that look a little bit smaller than the other? So one of them, oh, Princess Pearl is Barbie pink with mica. I wouldn't be surprised if they reissued it because of the movie. Oh, that's probably true. I love Barbie. You guys want to see the latest Barbie I got? While we're standing here talking about that, I got her. Isn't she pretty? Look how jointed. I love her. Anyway, she could wear those as her own earrings. Wouldn't that be adorable? Teeny little earrings for Barbie. Well, now I know what I'm going to do with my friend on Friday, my doll friend. We're probably going to make shrinky-dink jewelry now for our dolls. Look at that. That's like doll earrings. If I didn't mess that hole up, that could have been easily used. Oh, well, I know. Isn't that? Teresa says, wow. I know. You guys are so impressed. I know. It's shrinky-dinks are not that impressive. But if you guys look at Gail Crosman Moore's group, then you'll be impressed because it does not look like this for sure. It's, way better. Let me see if I can get in there. Thanks, Bonnie. She said she could hang with me. I could hang with you, Bonnie. Hey, listen, you guys, we looked at the different times, and it looks like everybody said evenings are good for a Zoom. So we could have like a craft sewing circle, beading circle. So now we just have to pick a day. So evenings, we noticed. So if you guys want to, if anyone has ideas for like a specific day, maybe not on Sunday because that's when we do our live sale. But I don't know. Maybe Wednesdays? Not sure. All right. How do you stick the earrings in on the doll? You know what I do is I get a piece of whatever size that I use. Oh my God, that's so cute, Azalea. Hurry up so I can bake that. That looks real good. This thing's so fuzzy. Try again. Hold on, folks.
All right, you guys want to see this? Boom.
That's cute. Let's bake it.
All right. I just cut that out with a cutter thing. It's like
Teresa says Friday. What's today?
Wednesday.
Well, we could. Oh, Friday. I feel like I told somebody I was going to do something on Friday. I need to get that Google Calendar and look at it. It's going to be cute. I can already tell. It's getting warm in here with all this heat going. Look, you. You might have to go to your old ways of making shrinks.
This is the way I used to do it. Is if I did it by this way, you turn that off, flip, dump it, and use this to flatten.
Flattening. That's so cute. Good job.
She's not impressed.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get that to focus, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something
She's got
I probably have to
freckles.
consider.
She's very. This is gonna go right under my charm bracelet here. It's gonna be awesome. I just cranked that out in like 2 minutes because I just cut it out and then now I'll fit a little. It's not perfectly flat. It's still a little bit like curvy, but it doesn't matter. Oh, are you trying to zoom it?
I was trying to make it in. I was trying to make it where it looked like it was somewhat focused.
You guys don't look at my nails; they're a little bit crusty.
Yeah, look at that. Is that better?
Kind of. Here, maybe let's just put it in a way and then stop moving it.
Oh,
let's just do this. Scoot it.
Don't touch it.
I didn't touch it. There she is. You guys can see it for the whole world.
It's good.
She's very incredulous. Yes. She's gonna go right on my. I need to find a jump ring right now to put it right there. Because on my bracelet, I got these at Claire's in Ohio. Because there was like a 3-pack for me and my best friends, for my friends Lily and Sam. I have the eye one. My friend Lily's gonna get the star one, and my cousin Sam has the one with the snake on it. And I added this one earlier, and I'm gonna add this one next. Very.
I like that because then it's like you could even put little earrings on it. Look at that.
It's cute. There are her earrings, or her little hands.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cute. All right, we have to get on to the live sale. We've already been going.
My God. How
an
did we go?
hour.
I told Azalea we'll do something really quick.
That since it's so fun, it doesn't go quick.
It's fun, so that means you have to do a lot of them.
Oh yeah, it was fast.
That's what happens.
So we had to get in there after your pizza adventure.
It's good times. It's
Your
real good
Swiss
times.
cheese example.
My Swiss cheese example. Well, I was trying to make it look like a jewel, but it did not look like a jewel.
No.
So I know it was not jewel-like.
Jump rings right now?
No. Let's get on with this. She wants to wear it right now. I have to find the jump ring container. You know what Kate does? She has a round thing. It's like a round plastic
What are you doing
thing.
getting back on it?
I'm not. I was just putting things away.
Oh.
And she keeps all of her jump rings in that. And I was like, so smart, Kate. Everything she does is so smart. I'm like, look at this. I just dropped these all on the floor. I'll have to deal with it in a minute. All right. There's all these little pieces of shrinky-dink all over the place.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that.
I think this was my favorite thing, is this stripe.
All right,
and
start
this
with
side.
this. I'll like clean these up.
All right, so this is a silver owl. I made that a few years ago. It has a real simple face. It reminds me of my cat son. Fun, down the shrinky-dink rabbit hole. Yep, Polite, it is so fun. Yeah, I suggest it for everyone to play with at some point. Oh, I forgot. Lot 488, it's $45. It might seem like a lot, but this is actually pretty heavy.
It is.
It's a heavy piece. I have one that did not come out of the mold last year, and by last year, that was probably 10 years ago, and I left it, and it had like some flaw on the side of the wing, and it was in bronze. And it looked so cool because I left it outside, and I came back a few weeks later, and it had turned all blue and verdigris. It looked awesome. Not that I'm suggesting to do that, but I think liver of sulfur on this might be cool. This hasn't been polished. It's kind of like right out of the, it's polished-ish, but it's not a high polish like I usually do on them. I thought it kind of had a nice patina. So if you're curious, this one is $45, and the way this works is you say the lot number. I only have one of these in silver. It's lot 488. And if you want this, but you don't want it in silver, I have them in pewter in my shop. So you can look for that on the Green Girl Studios website. All right. Oh, Mary likes it. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you,
it's one of my favorite. I have one that I kept for myself in the bronze. I actually kept the one that was all messed up because it actually looked like an ancient artifact.
All right, he's gone. The next one, we're having a good load of silver first, and then we're going to move into a few gemstones. But it's a majority silver today, friends.
Yeah, we had some extras. All right, this one is not as heavy. This is the fairy that's hiding in a leaf. You guys, it's a classic.
When we did pre-order on that in
and
bronze,
you can look at this.
They went fast.
$489. I think we only have the one.
Yeah, the amount there. If nothing's written on the back of the tag, then we have one.
Yeah. There's only one of that.
Thank you, Lisa.
Perfect. You guys want to see a necklace I made? I'll do it after. Azalea just gave me a look with her side eye. I could feel her look.
All right. Next, we've got this one. Mom, she wanted to sell this, but she also wanted to keep it for her necklaces. And I have one that I use for my necklace in sterling silver.
So what I like to do with this, I'll show you. So I buy this every time I go to Tucson, you guys. This is like an embarrassing. Look at this. All that. is silver, and it's all these guys. And I buy them so that I can do this with it. Oh, man down. Some of these are vermeil, and they're like silver with a gold coating. So with this, I would make a small loop,
Oh, Kay picked it.
and I would do this, and I would drop down pieces with silver beads, and then I would put something really juicy at the bottom of it,
Thank you, Kay.
and I would put a bunch of them. Now, if you're really clever, you could do it. I made one where I could make them removable, and I used tiny little lobster claws, and you couldn't even see them with the big jumble. So you could actually remove this part and change it up. So this part doesn't necessarily have to open. You could just make this where, you have a teeny little hook or something, or a lobster claw works really well. And they have them now where they're so small.
All right, this one is very nice, everybody. Thank you. This one is next. This one is also pricey because this is extremely hefty. This piece is this thick.
Yeah,
And
it's a heavy piece
in the
of
palm
silver.
my hand, and it's very hefty. That's lot 491 for 48. That is all everything we're showing you right now until we say otherwise is sterling silver.
Carla says, have you tried human urine as a patina? I thought it was
Ew.
gross, but my neighbor has a new baby. I'm planning to ask. Listen, Carla, there's all different kinds of patinas. You don't have to go that far. You know what else you can do? This is my cheater way of getting a liver of sulfur, and you don't have to use a diaper. You take an egg, you cut it, a boiled egg, you cut it in half, you put it in with your silver, a fresh one, a fresh egg, and then put a glass bowl on top of it so you can see your piece. And it might take a day or two depending on how warm it is, and you will get a sulfurous liver of sulfur patina. This one has a slight patina on it. I left it with this sort of gold that has been developing, but it's an easy patina, and you just leave it. Yeah. All right. That's lot 491, by the way, and it's a good heavy piece of silver. It's like a good amulet, like
I know.
a
I would keep it.
Yeah, I know. I like it. I don't mind if it doesn't sell. I'll just use it on one of my necklaces. All right. So this one, I think there's only one.
That's that eucalyptus.
No,
or not eucalyptus. I mean
hens and chicks, or a succulent.
Succulent was the word I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
492. Those silver flower links are always a favorite of everybody. They love those flower links, especially the rose.
Oh yeah, the rose is a popular one.
That's lot 492. Should we zoom out more?
You mean zoom out or zoom in?
Zoom out because it's blurry.
Too close.
It's blurry. See that? As we zoom out, it gets a little better. Now we can scoot in.
Oh, I see.
And adjust it.
I feel like
no,
everything is always.
Sorry, guys. We're always trying to fix this without it being like we don't want it to be blurry. But we don't want it to also be like 3 feet away. So here, Mom, I've got the mouse.
Oh.
Scoot that up. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get that to look right, y'all. Because I put this on the stabilization.
Maybe. Oh, what happened? What's that? Oh, rotation. You don't need to rotate.
All right.
Go back and let me see if I can do. Good tip. I love Anne Gardin stuff. I have some out that I was just looking at. I had some head caps that I was going to put on my piece.
All right. That's lot 492 for $22. If anybody's watching the replay, you can pick that out and email me or message me for that one. All right. Next, we have this silver dogwood link. Oh, see, when I'm holding it up.
Maybe you have to do that.
It seems like when it's on this background, it's like seeing the silver and the gray and kind of blending it together. But when I hold it up,
maybe grab one of those things over there, that little thing, and that will give it a...
What little thing? The tray?
Tray. Will that be good?
Maybe.
Or white, that piece of shrink.
Sorry, guys, we're learning and growing every day. Trying to fix this up. All right.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a little better. You can probably see that a little better. This is a sterling silver dogwood link. We only have one of this. What do you think for?
Because sometimes it might be focusing on the Is that better?
Maybe.
Hard to say.
All right, we'll just keep it on that white then, since it's a very nice plain background. All right, lot 493 has gone to Kathleen Batchelor. Thank you, Kathleen. Writing you down now. All right.
Next. Yeah, like one of these, I save them, and you could use that to clip on and off. If you make a teeny little necklace, like a doll necklace, it can be you can add a bunch of fancy things to it, and then you can remove it if you wanted to change it up.
All right, here up is our last flower link. Now, it kind of looks yellowish in this light.
Are you sure that's not a bronze? That looks bronze to me. That's bronze.
Are you sure?
Yep. I can tell immediately by looking at it. So you have to do that one over. Sorry, daughter.
Goofy. Okay. This is sterling.
No, it's
fine.
not.
So, how about you do the talking? Because I'm clearly a dumbass. Okay.
No,
talk
you're not.
it.
This is made by my friend Melissa J. Lee from Hint. You guys know this? I don't think she makes these anymore. Fine silver, 28. I opened up my collection and I thought, you know what? I bought those 15 years ago. Azalea put it at an awesome price. There's only one, or there's one more, but it's not the same. And this is $4.95. $4.95 on that. The lot, not the price. It's $28. Oh, our friend Ann Schroeder. Thank you, Ann. There's another one coming right up, and it's the last of them. I don't see it.
It's in there.
One more. From
That's
Hint.
a different one.
It's a different one.
That one's like a goose or a swan.
It's like a goose, and it's heavy. It's pretty heavy. Look how thick it is. It's like 1.5 millimeters. Nice, thick. Beautiful piece, fine silver. This is a PMC. This is not a casting. So it's $4.96. There's only one. It's $24. Oh, and she says, I bought a couple of Hint charms back in the day. Yeah, I really like them. I have a couple that I kept, but they're the smalls. I loved the feeling of them. They just have a good feeling. So anyway, that's $4.96. All right, what's next? Oh, this is one of these. So I have one of these here. And let me show you what I did with mine. So this is a bronze one, and I wove this out of linen. So I took this linen thread that I ordered on Etsy, and I don't know if you guys can see that. It has a very fine weave. This took me forever to make. And I used this little loom. And look at this. I found different colors of linen, and I just wove it. And you can see it's kind of imperfect. And I tried to do the different change-ups in the color. But then I used some leather, and look at my stitching is kind of sloppy. It holds it, and I've been wearing it. I used this metallic leather, and I just sewed it in place. And it works great. It doesn't come off. Thank you, Bonnie.
All right, that is gone to Teresa Kelly. Thank you, Teresa. I almost called you Kelly. Sorry. Here we go. This is the next one. We have one of these. This one was really popular before because it's good for I think
very delicate necklace.
Yeah, like very light.
I know. I would put that.
You would dangle something really tender at the bottom.
I would for sure do that. Like, look how pretty I'm going to do this. That's where I was drawing, and it did not work out. I went over.
Man, moving it closer does not work. I'm getting frustrated with the way this is not focusing.
I know. We'll have to. These are silver. Look at how
this is
tiny. So I'm going to show you how that would look. So if you had like a chain or something. So that's big enough to put a chain. These are beads. So this has not been strung. I use these on my crochet necklaces. These super fine beads. Get out of the way, tag. And you can dangle something. There's a hole at the bottom. What is this one? This is $4.98.
Kim. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah, if you guys want, I've been really loving seeing all the posts from the Green Girl Studios gang. Azalea has been taking notes of who's going to get the winning monthly prize for who's doing different, posting and activity.
All right.
This is a
have
California
2 of those.
piece. Oh, there's 2?
2 of those.
So this is $4.99, and I have 2. And it's a pomegranate. My friend that lives in San Francisco, I made this for her years and years and years ago.
Lot $4.99.
Yeah, $4.99. It's $28 silver. There's a lot of potential for stringing on this. You could do it this way. Looks better this way, though. For sure looks better. I made earrings
Kathleen
with this.
and Bonnie, thank you guys.
And I think this looks good. My favorite way to use this is on the side as like an asymmetrical type piece with like a long bead on the other side that's like a gemstone. Or it looks great with macrame, crochet, or even just on a, if you did like a wire wrapped chain of gemstones, and then you could dangle a chain from down here. Very nice.
That one's gone. This is our last piece of silver for the night. This is also lot 500. Can you guys believe that we started at lot 20 all those months ago? And now we're on number 500. I think that's crazy. But this is another filigree pendant. We have this in pewter on the website, and it's like a bird flying over like a tree or something, branches.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that one. That one's like, I think the filigree pendants always have a lot of potential for, it could be like this, or it could be a bracelet.
Yeah.
You could have it,
because you could sew it, like this. You could sew it in there.
We have 2 of those. Oh, Cindy and Julie. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I made earrings with these in the past, but in silver, I would say it's a tiny bit heavy for an earring. Oh, yes. Anne says, wow, that many lots is a nice milestone. Yeah, I'm pretty amazed that we did that. Because we usually have we average about 20 lots a week. Maybe 20, maybe 25 at the most.
All right, these are going to be hard to show because you can't see the detail in them with this, why it's not focusing. But this is a teeny tiny, itty bitty little locket. You can show it.
Okay, let me see if I can get it to show. So these are vintage. Actually, I would venture to say an antique, because when I bought these many years ago at an estate sale. And I bought the lot, and I used them in my necklaces, and I haven't used these in I don't know how many years. And they open up. I only have 6 left, I think. But
they're all a little different. That one has a black background with a pink rose on the
pink and red
on
rose.
both sides.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that. I'm going to try one more time to get the zoom on that. We'll see if it does it.
The zoom does not focus, though.
Is that? I mean, it's a little bit.
It's a little better.
Yeah.
You can still kind of see it. I guess.
So this is 501.
Lot 501.
Yeah, and it's $15. We have 5 more if you want to see it. Oh, everybody likes this one. Maybe I should put them all out at the same time so everybody can decide.
All out at the same time is kind of crazy.
Well, I mean,
you can do that one next.
Look, everybody's putting.
Put 502 next, so I can find this later.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the next one. This one is also pink and red rose, but with like a
deep royal blue.
Oh, are we showing it? Nope, we're not even showing it. With a deep royal blue background.
Because everybody's going for the 501.
What am I supposed to do about that?
We'll put them all out and we'll see, because it's, don't you think? No?
Whatever. It'll get confusing though if they're all out, because the tags, people are going to think they're different. All right, then this is lot 503.
They are a little bit different.
Okay, so we'll do those 2, and then we'll do this last one. We have 2 of.
It's a tiny bit different,
ever so slightly, but only in the color of the background.
See the background is more red.
So yeah, here we go. Let's we'll have to scoot these closer together. So this is lot 502. This is a deep blue blue background with a red and pink rose. This one is a black background with a red and pink butterfly. And then these both have red backgrounds, red and pink and yellow butterflies. So that's 502, 503, and 504. You guys can see how many we've got. And I'm going to go back and through our notes right now and make sure I have everybody down as the right one here. So, 50. Okay.
Yeah, they're nice.
This one's gone.
They're nice and tight as far as the clasp on it, and they don't have, it's not loose, and they're on both sides. I let Azalea pick one for her charm bracelet.
Okay, this one's gone. All right, now we have 2 left of this one. Sandy, now this is gone. Now we've got 1 left.
Of Azalea's writing it down.
Yep, okay, this is the very last one. It's red with a pink butterfly on it.
Yeah.
1 left. All right, if you guys don't want that one, we'll set that aside, and people in the replay can claim that very last one.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice. Thank you, guys.
Okay, what's next? Let's do those cabs.
The sapphires are next.
Oh.
I mean, unless you want to skip
No,
around.
it's fine.
All right. Next, we've got these little green teal sapphires. These are the 6mm. This is lot 505, and we have 6 of them. 6 lots. Each one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now, the good part about this is there's many good things about them. Aside from their stormy colors, I love the colors. They have nice big holes, so I can use these on my treasure necklaces, and it works great. So I tried to balance out all these colors. Wait till you guys see them all together. They look so pretty. I'm gonna try and back out a little.
You like to move it around a lot. Show me do it with the mouse. It's easier than the pad.
Okay. Like maybe it's not enough light. That's why it's not focusing.
That might be the case.
Too yellow.
Let's get this one aimed in there. We can even aim that one in there too, like a bead store.
It's like we were joking around. We're like, it's like a bead show up in here.
See, yeah, in here where I'm looking at it with my eyes, it looks sparkly and glittery. But in the camera, it's like kind of blurry, which I don't understand. Like, what's the point of having $1,000 like phone technology if it can't even focus on this? Bro,
yeah, I don't know.
Salty.
We just got camo, and we thought that it would show off. Like, why is it so blurry? Hey, go back out because it's so blurry.
I zoomed out.
Oh.
Okay. Now we'll just do it like this, like we always did, because the zoom causes problems, I guess. But it's not too bad sometimes. Sometimes we get it to work, but other times it's not.
Is that better? No.
Let's move this up.
Hey,
guys.
There. Now it's not blurry at all.
I think when you get it too close, it's no good. So now you guys can see that color and that sparkle. I'm gonna put it back in the StreamYard. There we go. Now we can do this. Now we can bring it up a little closer like we always used to.
Oh.
It's hard to show it, man.
Yeah, Anne says try it on the wood. Let's try it.
Yeah, do that. This is only Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, you can't really see
how blue and sparkly they are.
Like, there's a cloudiness to them, and then these are like really greenish, like teal color. Here, just show all of them. Yeah, how good does that look? I use these on my necklaces, so.
Bonnie says Bonnie wants it. Bonnie, you got it.
Bonnie.
We've got, so that's 2 of these have been sold. There are 4 left.
And look at this one. That's pretty juicy. Yeah, these are natural sapphires. They're not dyed, and some of them are party, which means you get the double-sided, see? And they have that hard sparkle, and the best part, my favorite part, is how big those holes are. So if you wanted to knot these, you could easily knot them, or you could put them on a nice heavy gauge silver, like this one particularly. Look at that one. I know, luscious. Okay, so that's 505 if you're interested. And
3 left.
There's 3 left. I know, the sparkle, they make me so happy. These are my favorites. I know, I'm pretty crazy about them. I bought them in a couple of sizes when I found them, and I tell you, this size is a good one for both the crochet necklace and the treasure necklaces because of the hole size. You have options with that. Sometimes,
Oh, they're gone.
oh,
All right, Karen Waters and Mary Schwartz got these last two.
I want to show my treasure necklace. I started, you guys. You got to see. Because these are perfect on that. So perfect.
And then...
Okay, so what's
those
left?
are gone. All right, these are
The
very
big
similar,
one.
but these are honking.
Mhm.
These are probably, I believe these are the 8mm ones of these sapphires.
Yeah, I've had these before in the 10 mil.
3, 4, 5,
Or maybe they were
6.
12 mil. They are great big ones.
We only have 6 of these.
I don't have a ton of these, but well, the person I get them, they're like, well, it's hard to make. If you see rounds, one of the things about round beads is it needs more material to cut them. So if you've ever used a lap grinder, you'll know that, like, I gathered up like this piece of quartz I found in the river, and I was going to cut it. So
One's gone.
you can't cut if there's no material. And a lot of times sapphires, they grow in a crystalline structure, and it is rare to get where they're that big. Usually it's in kind of a crystal kind of a hexagon shape, like a long tube that's a crystalline form. And a lot of times it doesn't want, you can get rondelles and you can get teardrops, but big rounds are pretty rare to find. So when I saw those, I jumped on them.
All right, there are 4 left. If anybody wants them, anybody for the replay, you can email me for lot 506.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, personally, I would just, if I could, I would put them all on a long, gorgeous treasure necklace.
All right, so I think we should put all of these out at the same time.
Okay.
We have 3 of these. What is this? This is rose quartz.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 3 rose quartz caps. That white spot y'all seeing in there, those are the stickers I put on the back. So we have small, medium, and kind of long. So this first one is lot 509 for 20. They're all 25 because they all weigh a lot. Now, while this one is shorter, it's thicker than this one. So we've got 509, 507. We'll do them. We'll organize it like this. So everybody can kind of 507, 08, and 09.
All right. So this is considered, or what you would call, rose water rose quartz. And the sticker, there's a sticker on it, and you can't see this, but they are very transparent. Like you can see, I don't know if you can see that. I bought these because of how clear they are, and I must have gone through, they usually sell stones like this in a great big tub, because I'm getting them from the first, I don't know how you describe it. I guess it's the carvers. And I went through and looked for only the ones that were as clear as possible, because I was going to illustrate something and cap it and then do this. So this is peyote stitch. Azalea did this tutorial a few weeks ago, and so I bought a bunch of these for this purpose. And it's a good, usually when you see rose quartz, it's like, let me see if I can show you what is the usual color of it.
More white.
Well, it's it's more it's for one,
more opaque.
It's more opaque. Sure. So this is pretty standard, and you can see that it's not as clear. So that's why this is called rose water rose quartz, AAA grade. Anyway, that's the color of it. I know. It's really pretty. The sticker kind of throws it off. You could put fabric behind it. You could put paper. Like this is a glass cap. The
stickers come off very easy. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's show it on top of a drawing or something so you can see the full effect. Yeah, here's my tin of goodies. Put it on there and show.
Like a magnifying glass.
Mm-hmm. It's like a magnifying glass with a little bit of a pink hue to it.
I like that.
So yeah, I love
That's
them.
very charming. That'd be
Mhm.
cool if you did a peyote that didn't have a back, that you could just see through the back of it. And the only peyote part you did was around the edge. Because see here, I stitched it. I stitched the initial row of peyote to a piece of that interfacing. But if I had left that blank and I had like a method of like keeping this wrapped tight without falling off the back end, that'd be cool. 'Cause then
You
you
could
see out the
wire
other
wrap it.
side.
My plan was this. So this is a piece of iris agate, and I left it open like this as much as I could because this stone really needs the light to shine through it. And if you have metalsmithing skills or wire wrapping, you could wire wrap something with an open back. So anyway, that's what that's for. All right, let's move along.
All right, for the very last lot of the evening, we have these very decadent, very sparkly, colorful opals. They don't even look.
These.
They don't even look real.
Hey, Vicky, she said, did you make the bezel? Yes, I did. I made that in wax. And since those were kind of a standard shape, I could get away with like making, I think I made 5 or 6. I didn't make a bunch of them.
Let's show them how nice that looks.
I know, these are amazing. This has been in my collection for a lot of years now.
You guys should see how this looks right now. This
Decadent.
is lot 510. We have, if I can flip the thing, we have 5 of these. Look at how good this looks in that little bowl. Look at how they sparkle. There's a lot of like pinkish red and green flash on these. This is lot 510 for 48. It's a really good deal. Those opals are very special.
Yeah, a lot of times if you go to bead or gem shows, you find opals, and for the most part, they're amazing, but a lot of times they're kind of high dollar. And a lot of times when I'd go with my friend Diane, we would split a strand, so that would make, if you bought.
Oh, Bonnie wants to know how big are the holes.
Oh, Bonnie, I know exactly what you're talking about, Bonnie. So I bought these for the purpose of putting on my necklaces, and this is on a Softlex Fine. They're not as big as the sapphires because opals, they don't want to be drilled, and a lot of times they crack. So these they're not as big as the sapphires, unfortunately, but I have for sure used this on the smallest nylon, and this will easily fit on silk or nylon that's like nylon beading thread, and on that
You could
cord.
tell her exactly with that thing that you have, that little tool.
Yeah, but that doesn't show the bead hole.
Well, no, but you could always hold it up, and we could always
Oh,
hold it
you
next
mean
to
like
the
this?
small one. Yes, exactly, because it has the millimeters on it.
Okay.
Fraction millimeters to show her. See how little that is?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 1 millimeter thickness. It's a
Maybe.
whole,
I don't know. Because
that looks like that.
I don't know.
Maybe 3/4 of a millimeter.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, these are really flashy. What I liked about these were that I did not have any dead ones. And when I say dead ones, I mean if you've ever gotten opals and you look at the strand and then it's like every other one.
They're faceted too. They're round, but they're faceted.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they have. That's part of that sparkle. Where that comes from is from the teeny tiny itty bitty facets that they have.
Yeah, but those are also really flashy, super flash. So, yeah, Bonnie says, I know that opals have smaller holes usually. Anne, I was just thinking, this is what I was playing with today. Isn't that funny that you showed up with that and then I was doing this with this bead? It's like a fruit. Doesn't it look like that? A fruit?
I would pick that and put it right into my mouth.
I know, me too. All right.
Well, one of these is gone. We have this many left, which was 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 left, y'all.
Yeah. We weighed them out, and there's 20, and I high graded these.
Oh, now there are 3 left because of Clem. Thank you, Clem. Yeah. They're really good. All right.
Yeah, I would ration those and put them on different necklaces. Like usually I'll have like on an average crochet necklace, maybe it depends on the colors, but this particular color I like to think of it as like the golden opal.
All right.
I'm pretty amazed with it. Let me show my necklace. I want to show one of them. It won't be long.
All right, she's getting her stuff to show her necklace. Do you want me to keep it on the phone camera?
Yeah, there's one. I'm going to show this one, Azalea. Where'd the one go that I just made?
You probably left it out because you were looking at it so hard.
I was so looking at it. What did I do with it?
That's not a good feeling.
I know, I was playing with it and showing Azalea like over and over. She's like, Mom, I saw your necklace.
I wasn't mean to you.
No, I know. You were very patient when I was showing it to you over and over.
Yeah.
Oh, well, while I look for it, you can begin the giveaway.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna put.
Oh, I know where it is. I found it. I packed it up.
Oh, she found it.
I was carrying it around.
All right, you guys get ready. She wants to show you real bad. Okay, lay it out. We'll zoom out again so people can see it. Look at that, decadent.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to show you guys something. You guys are going to be like, what the hey? In this cigar box here.
Whoa, what are you getting out there?
I just want to show. So this box has... You guys are going to be like, what is happening with her?
She likes to play show and tell.
I do like to play show and tell. Look at this inside my box. So these are all my hand-carved stones, except that's not a hand-carved stone. But I have stones from my buddy Africa John, who passed away, unfortunately, I don't know how many years ago now, 5 or 10 years ago. And these are Africa John. And then some of them I carved myself. Some of these I carved. And my lap grinder, I carved that. Pretty much all those in there I carved. But I'm using them now in some of my treasure necklaces. So, look at all that collection. I have more somewhere else. But that's all gemstone. That's hand carved. And I'm putting them on my necklaces. I'm bringing out my artisan beads. Like my friend that did this from Fox Paws. You probably know her work. This is hand carved bead from Pat Jordan. I carved that piece of amber. That's a lamp work from one of my friends. This is also hand carved. This is called Holly Blue Agate. That's an antique African bead. Handmade lamp work. Look at that. There's a moon bead. And look what I did. I put gold vermeil beads underneath it so that they would sparkle. I just have to put the clasp on. So anyway. Oh, my dragon treasure box. Oh, you want to see a carving demo? You mean stones, Vicky? I did show one on a lap grinder, but I did not show how to carve with a Fordham. And when you're carving something like where's that one? This is a hand carved. This is Peruvian opal. That's a crystal. And this is tourmaline lepidolite. It's kind of fun. Lamp work. All right, Azalea, I'm done showing it. Thank you, Anne. She says it's gorgeous. Oh, that spoon. That's from my brother Andrew gave that to me a long time ago when he worked in New York.
All right, we're switching the camera back now, y'all. Okay, here we go.
Going up for this look.
Slay!
All right, here we are. It's dark outside now.
The light is too bright.
Oh, that is the best idea with the big holes. You know, I love to make them look like actual opals. Oh, thank you, Mary. She says, what a special necklace. You know, I got plans. I'm getting, what am I going to do? I have all these beads that I've been saving, and I don't want to say hoarding. I prefer curating a collection.
You learned that word today.
I knew that word. I know that word, curating. You know. All right.
It's giveaway time. You guys know how this works. We give away. We play a guessing game, and whoever I see comment the answer to the question or guessing subject wins a $20 gift card. And we do 3 rounds, so 3 people get a $20 gift card each. So the first round is an animal, and your question is, what animal holds hands while sleeping, or paws, I guess.
They hold paws.
They clutch paws while they're sleeping.
All right, let's see if anyone
Start
knows.
guessing.
And the
I would be
first person
surprised
to
if
get
this
it.
one doesn't get given
As-
away right away because I
as-
said little hands. Yep. First one, Mary Schwartz, otter. They hold hands while they're sleeping so they don't float away. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever heard? Thank you, Mary Schwartz,
I didn't know that.
for playing.
Azalea's doing. She's busting out. She was like, "I'm going to go
Well,
with trivia," and I said, "You know
because
what?
sometimes just guessing an animal, like, just guessing it because is fun, but also learning a fact about them is also fun. So the second round is a flower. So what kind of popular flower is closely related to apples?
I didn't know
Now you
this."
guess.
Azalea was like, I started guessing, and I did not guess.
It's like when I asked her, what do you think the loudest animal in the world is? She didn't guess it, but it's a shrimp. It's a kind of shrimp or whatever those little things are called that when they clamp down, it makes a sound so big underwater that it's like 200 and something decibels.
Is it?
Wait,
It looks
let me
like,
see.
It looks,
Let me
I
look.
think.
Yes, I know. I'm looking. I can pick it.
So he's like, I can do it, Mom.
Oh, the winner, first person I saw comment, Rose from Sochi. Or Sochi. I think that's how you pronounce your name. The answer is rose, a popular flower that's closely related to apples and pears, actually, is a rose. Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you for watching on YouTube.
So
I didn't notice that I could actually do that, but so she's watching on
round
YouTube.
1 winner was Mary Schwartz, and round 2 winner is Sochi. All right,
Time was almost exactly
you
the
guys
same
were almost
time.
at the same time, but
By seconds.
But Sochi's came in first. So the last round is what gemstone? You guys are gonna like this one. What gemstone did the Romans believe was a fallen star?
I love this. I didn't know this one, but I've been listening to Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. It's free on Audible until I think September. So if you're on Audible, go look it up. That was written like 2,000 years ago, and that dude was smart. But you know what was weird is listening to him talk about the gods, and just
Karen Waters. Wait. Yep, you got it with diamond. Thank you. All right. That is the round 3 winner was Karen Waters with diamond. The Romans did believe that diamonds were fallen stars. So that's our giveaways for tonight. Thank you guys for playing. You guys are really smart with it this time. I thought I'd be able to trick you, but you guys got it very fast.
No tricking.
So round 1 was Mary Schwartz. You'll get a $20 gift card.
And you can use it for this.
Yeah. And round 2 was Sochi. You'll also get a $20, and then round 3 was Karen Waters. You all get your gift cards, and you can use it on your orders for tonight when I send the invoices. Or you can just save them as long as you want because they do not expire. So thank you guys so much for joining us and placing your orders of our silver and our gemstones. It makes us very happy that we can make our money at home without having to go travel for shows. It's very nice because I have school starting soon, and I have to buy some books. So
yeah, we're going to do kind of not a fundraiser necessarily, but a fundraiser. Azalea wants to get a bunch of school supplies, and some of that stuff is pricey, especially overalls for her
the books
small
are in the
engine repair class. A lot of these protective clothing are kind of high dollar. So we were talking about doing either a print sale or some kind of fun sale to raise money for Azalea's classes. Oh, thanks, Ann. She said she missed this Sunday. You know, when they were in Ohio, it was too complicated. They were having the times of their life playing Scrabble and having a good time with her
Scrabble
grandma.
with my grandma.
I know. It was a good time for y'all. And I had fun. I cleaned the house, and my friend Eva came to visit. It was good. We were laughing, and we had a sleepover, just like old times. It was nice. Deborah said, love the demo on the treasure necklace. Thank you, ladies. Hey, you guys, we'll do another tutorial on Sunday. That's our plan. And it's probably, I've been thinking, at first I was like maybe UV resin on top of the skull, on top of the shrink, but that might be too basic. So if we do that, that's like a 5-minute thing because it doesn't take that long to show.
That's what maybe you do for the GBD when it's too quick like that.
When it's too quick?
when it's nice and quick. That's the time for the GBE since you only have 1 hour.
You have one. Well, we usually
The live sale is the most important part.
Yeah, the live sales the most
All right.
fun part. Everyone loves that. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for showing up for us. And if you get a moment to like and share our post, we would really appreciate it. And we can't wait to see you for the next round. We're talking about doing the Zoom. If you want to drop a comment in the group and let us know what's a good day, we've already established evenings. So now we're picking the day. So if you would like to join us on a Zoom sewing circle or beading circle or any kind of crafting, drop us on that post. I think it has a necklace on. I'm not sure what's on the post. But let us know what day works, and we'll narrow it down. And hopefully next week we can have a Zoom going for our crafting circle. So you guys, thanks so much for showing up for us. We love all of you out there, and we hope you have a wonderful evening and rest of your week. And we'll see you on Sunday. See you guys. Good night.